Hello, welcome to another episode of Is It Mold or Will It Be Mold? I'm Cheryl Ciecko, the founder of the Dwell Well Institute, and we're going to get started with some questions that have been posted in my online Facebook group or in other online conversations. These are some pretty nasty pictures of either peeling paint or discoloration and peeling paint, powdery signs, or something like this. So this is the first picture that I've ever seen someone actually post that they've seen this. This is pretty incredible. But what they said was it sounded like a tub or sink had a slow drip followed by noise from behind the wall, and then they walked into the room and this is what they saw. This person's brother, who is a contractor, suggested cutting the bottom to let the water escape, and this person is worried that might make her sick if there's mold beyond the paint. So there are some possible issues here, for sure. There's two ways this could have happened. It could be that it was a leak of a pipe, which means it was an event that happened this time, and this is the first time, and there may not be a lot of damage, in which case then you would definitely want to drain it. I actually think you want to drain it either way. It's just a matter of what kind of precautions are you going to take before you do that. Or if it wasn't a pipe leak, it can be that it's been leaking for a very, very long time, and finally this time it's become very noticeable. Maybe because some of the materials have degraded, maybe something has changed, but this could also be a situation that has leaked in the past and would be a very mold-ridden situation when this gets opened up. But don't be living in an illusion that this isn't a big problem now. If there's mold behind this bubble and this paint, there's mold getting in the air already. So this is not going to be stopping mold spores. They can get out other ways, and they're pretty amazing in how they can get around in the air. So I wouldn't, if this could get worse when they open it, but probably will get worse. Any disruption will make the mold contamination worse. So be very, very careful if you are in a situation like this. So what should we do? I would say in this situation, set up containment immediately. If I were sick and I was living here, I'd try to find another place to live, even temporarily. And containment, I talk about in my Got Mold, Now What? It's a remediation recorded webinar that goes through, again, 90 minutes of, and includes PDFs of resources for everything that I've researched to be important in remediation. There are some cleaning bundles that I would recommend that include that webinar, so those are really a great deal. Also, the person who does this and pokes this hole should be having considered proper personal protection. So not a mask, a paper mask, not a mask you wear in a hospital. It needs to be a respirator and probably some other clothing to protect their clothing. The containment would be protect the other belongings in the space, and I usually would recommend 2 layers of containment and the zipper door, so we want to be really, really cautious. Because we all know about water balloons, and at some point they just burst. So that is also a reason why I wouldn't let this sit very long, because it could just burst at any time, and then water could come flooding in. But we also don't know if this will be like a faucet initially, that it's caught so much water. So we want to be ready with the solution to capture that water, and in addition to protecting the environment, protecting the belongings in the space, and protecting the people who are going to be working on it. So that's what we have today for that episode of Is It Mold or Will It Be Mold? You can find the information and the webinars and the other education that I've mentioned at avoidingmold.com under the Education tab. I also have my consulting there if you need individual help. And thank you for being a part of the Dwell Well Institute. Let other people know that this is available, and hopefully you're enjoying the resources that we have here. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks again.